2:55 p.m. We have butterflies flying around. We have jet aircraft cruising the skies. We have cats out here partaking of freshly made pancakes. Cheeseburger pancakes, if you will. More cheese than burger, as it's more or less just ground beef juices. Oh yeah. I've had all kinds of butterflies swooping about me as I've been out here. Butterflies and moths. That's just a small portion of pancake cube set that I made not all that long ago. And so, yeah, I'm back out here again to distribute a little bit of cat food, dry cat food, as well as some of these pancake cubes. And I will state right now that this new cat is having a hell of a time out here, as well, of course, it appears as though she's in heat, because every time that she's around me, she squats right down, thrusts her rear end up in the air, you know, all that. And well, I think there's, well, she's doing her best to avoid any and all other cats. She was just up here and took off out into the weeds. She's willing to come up to me, but if I'm around any other cats, it's a no-go situation. And there's been quite a little bit of turmoil out here because of her presence as she wanders about. And yep, feel bad for the cat, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. Quite unfortunate, but well, oh. Now, is that a hawk, eagle, or blue jay? That could be, well, Jayhawk. On blue jay, buddy. Where you at, Jayhawk? If I knew where Jayhawk was, I would place some pancake cubes into the feeding tree. And of course, anymore whenever I'm out here recording. Well, it is flown right nearby. But yeah, these small engine aircraft seem to do just like the birds, fly directly over my head. And you know, anymore it does not really matter the species of said birds. Okay, and so we just had the sounds of that airplane. We got another one over here. Yeah, this phone is just not cooperating anymore. Been a lot of, as far as I'm concerned, interference just in order to highly irritate me, so I jump on this phone offer, because of course it'll make it that much easier for surveillance, right? That's what I mean. We're under a police state as far as, well, we're in that dystopian age, if you will, right? To where the powers that be feel that they have to sink so low as to spy on common people because of fear. Because People are starting to wake up and see all the nonsense that has been being pushed onto us. And now the public is finally starting to have a little bit of an outcry, you know? And so, well, I grew up in the 1970s. Oh, I seen all kinds of protests against Vietnam. And of course the women's liberals burning their bras and big parades going down the streets. And, oh yeah. And of course, we had that song, who is it? Rolling Stones, Revolution. I can't remember who sang it. Yeah, you know, and now people are talking about revolutions, and well, that's because revolutions means to revolve and basically to recycle. And so every 10 years, 15 years, 25 years, 50 years, 100 years, we have these recycling of events over and over. You know, that's why I'm so disgusted with life, is because I've already been through all this that is going on today that people are spouting off about, and it's just a upgraded version from the 1970s or the 1960s even, you know. There's nothing new under the sun, if you will, okay? It's just advancements and technologies and, you know, a new age. And yet people are still too slow and too cowardly to do what really needs to be done. We've got a lot of what you know is labeled as lone wolves out there, which I despise that labeling, because as far as I'm concerned, it's a false narrative. Solo actors, okay? People that actually follow through with what they state that they will do. Hey, I don't care if it's right or wrong. You got to respect those people that actually follow through with what they do. We got somebody in the in the news, and has been for a little while, with the initials LM. Yeah, I can actually say I respect the dude for actually following through, because I can understand. We don't have we have medical practices anymore, which has always been. But a few years back, I had physicians tell me that, well, hey, if you do not have surgery, you will be paralyzed within anywhere from 1 to 3 years. Well, I have gone 3 or 4 years beyond their 3-year limit. I hear you, girl. Yep, out here crying, aren't you? And, well, hey, I'm still walking. I can't, I'm finding it more and more difficult to do anything anymore. I wake up in the morning, I'm in so much pain with my neck. I carry stuff from, you know, Dollar General, and it puts me in agony for the next anywhere from 2 to 4 days. And I am losing my body, okay? Let's just say that. You know, I've had a lot of self-induced recovery from my physical issues. which actually had to do with my skeletal structuring, to where I had to realign a lot of my bones and even tendons. I've been screwed over by all the systems out there today, you know. Now, I'm not going to be as defiant as some characters out there, but I can relate, I can sympathize. I don't trust anyone anymore that are of so-called professional status or rankings. Question all authority, question everything. Yeah. You know, when you start losing functionality to your arms and legs, it's a very slow and painful process to undergo. Slow paralysis. It is not fun. I can understand and again sympathize with those that want to retaliate. Their methods might not be morally accepted. But you know, in times past where there was not so much control through domination, people had to take it upon themselves to do what they felt was right, to incur justice. We now have a major separation between real people and those that have what they feel are reins of control in their hands. Why? Because they've got money. And how did they get money? Yeah. I have no respect for any political parties, no politicians, no lawyers, no doctors, no scientists. Once again, no respect. They don't deserve any respect. And it's gotten to the point to where, hey, I'm not speaking just about this country. I'm speaking about any country in general anymore. But they've done a really good job to divide the masses through, especially through that psychological operation known as COVID, which I don't even believe that that was a real. To me, there was no reality behind it. I never contracted COVID. I know nobody whatsoever that contracted COVID, but oh, I know quite a few people that had. Oh, I'm black butterfly now. That had the jab. Oh, I know many more people that had the jab that never had COVID. Or people, yeah. And that was a division tactic. And of course they had to make up a make-believe, as far as I'm concerned, vaccine for a make-believe virus. And now they're out stirring up more panic, fear-mongering over, oh, now, once again, we got the return of the swine flu, you know, as well as everything else imaginable out there now, right? Yeah. Stir up that much more fear. Get more people to be compliant, because after all, you know, so many people have become compliant through yet another psychological operation, which is known as artificial intelligence. And which, well, you go to my community postings, even AI has stated that it is a psychological operation. Yeah. Snitched on itself to this little peon of a nobody. Can you imagine that? Yeah. But, let's go ahead and keep bombarding people with celebrity news, sporting event entertainments, game shows, you know, all this garbage out there. Oh, yeah, now let's, you know, go stir crazy with the box office and, you know, 1 point whatever $billion through a Spider-Man movie. Yeah, well, let me tell you what. How many times can we see the origin of Spider-Man? Yeah, I got sick and tired of that. I grew up reading comic books. And then they've changed the superhero environment so pathetically gay. I won't go. I do not watch any new movies anymore. I will not go to a movie theater. I will not waste my time, energy, nor money for the advances of Disney. Yeah. You know, this everything is getting just flat out retarded anymore. Now, why do I sit out here? It's the realest thing that I've got going on in my life. And here, what am I doing? Sitting out here amongst the realest thing in my life with the most unrealistic thing in my hand, recording and talking to nobody. That's, yeah. Oh, how's that for reality? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it's going on, what, 20 minutes long already? Close enough to it? Yeah, I'm just out here. You know, initially I just wanted to do a little bit of an update over the cat. I guess that kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. You know, I'm one that when I've got responsibilities, they become my priorities. And I handle my responsibilities. I prioritize my responsibilities. Unlike so many people out there anymore. You think I really enjoy spending money, so much money, feeding animals? Yep. There we go again. Yeah, like I'm even going to, go out there and try to capture these idiots that fly around and around in circles. Yep. She's trying to find a home or something and having a hard time at it. She just encountered another cat, I believe. But, well, I guess, Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. I'm gonna get you yet. I don't care. 'Cause you're kind of pretty. Where are we at? Can you hear it? Well, it's just up there circling around, so you have to be very curious about why. Because I gotta say, that is so damn annoying to hear these idiots up there flying around and around and around in circles, seemingly doing nothing. Oh, but are they in fact doing nothing? Or are they collecting data from data boxes? Or are they, collecting data from Wi-Fi? Yeah. You have to be suspicious of everything today, and that is part of the divide and conquer program or operation. And you know what? These idiots out there that, are the controllers of the world and talk about, oh, we want to unite the peoples and all that. No, bull. I don't, and then to hear these idiots come onto TV, whether it's politicians, lawyers, doctors, it doesn't matter. You hear the same scripted answers for many different questions, and you hear the same scripted answers over and over and over. But then, you get somebody out there that's actually willing to speak their mind, regardless of that it doesn't make too much sense when they're doing so, and they call him old, feeble, crazy, the orange man. Oh, but yeah, we got stuck with a hide in the basement Biden. Yeah, hi. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, once I get ranting, these butterflies, they just, they feel me. I don't know. But they really flutter about me. Well, shit. So do the birds. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and end this. Only cat that's visible up here is Muggsy. And, yeah. Yeah, I know. All I gotta do is start walking up to you and you start in whining and crying, don't you? Huh? Where? Okay, there's still a couple pieces in there. You might as well jump on them. Start fattening yourself up for winter. It'll be approaching much sooner than what any will realize. But yeah, and yeah, I can't even place any of these pancakes into the tree, the feeding tree, because of this black cat over here that anymore parks himself right there, regardless of how often I've tried to chase it away from the tree. Nope. Yeah, it's stuff like that that really gets under my skin, but not so much as just the stupid antics of humans. You know, and I've stated for years and years and years that I am highly embarrassed to be human. Disgusted, actually. Yeah, see, there's a lot of attitude in there today. Well, cats yowling all over the place. Got these idiots circling around and around and around once again. They're still seeding the crotch of the tree back here because nothing will come up to it now. And so I get to hear the squawking of the blue jays upset with me. Yeah. I'm out. Yeah, I know. I know, yeah, you see this, huh? Well, I know, she's, yeah. Such a tease, huh? Yeah, I've dealt with many a cats that's been in your situation. Yeah, yeah. So, I might go ahead and add this. I don't know if he will come up, but I just had a blue jay that was up in this tree here that was watching me, and so I gave it a signal that I had a treat for it, and trying to bring this blue jay back to this branch right here, of which I used to feed the blue jays. You, yeah, I know. That's why you got tossed out, because your owner got sick and tired of you doing that. But anyways, yeah, if you were to go into my past recordings, this was a feeding branch at one point in time. For quite a few blue jays. It initially began with 3 blue jays, but graduated. But then, whether it was through the blue jays themselves or actually idiot human that came out here and started breaking off all of these little individual nubs, which were actually sharp enough to where I could pierce these cubes of pancakes upon. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of idiots interfering with my life and what I do out here, but it's only been idiots from this complex. And of course, it's all been documented in the past. Yeah. Well, girl, I don't know what to do with you, you know? Yeah. You're just gonna have to figure out how to get along with the rest of the gang out here, right? So, oh, big old yellow and black butterfly. Oh, let's neuter them. Let's neuter them. That fixes everything. Oh yeah. We are good Christian people. We trap, neuter animals. We terrorize them. We cut their ears to signify that they have been trapped and treated. We place microchips in them against their will and then toss them back out into the woods. Yeah. We are God-fearing Christians. We feel that we are doing the humanitarian work. Well, wasn't it God that said, be fruitful and multiply? Yeah. Jayhawk, is that you back there? Come on up. I know this cat's going to be quite the distraction because I'm not all that far away from this branch. And of course, knowing that I'm always being watched out here, some form or another, or by some form or another, I should say. Oh, she's just going crazy. Yeah, she's not going to be helpful at all with this. Yeah. Jayhawk. King. Jayhawk. Come here. Jayhawk. Yeah. I'm talking to you. Jayhawk. Hey. Jayhawk. Come here. Come here, Jay. Where'd you go now? I know you're still up there. Oh. Huh. Black butterfly. Come on, come on, come to me. Zoom right in front of my face. Oh, oh yeah. See, if anything, I can amuse myself and bring myself to a better state of attitude. Yep. Pump out a lot of content onto this platform and watch nothing other than the content that I pump out. There's an old squirrel's nest up here. I'm not sure if there's anything that still resides within it, but Yeah. Well, I think I'll go ahead and wander back up to my prison cell. And let life resume out here without me for a while. Pow. Skyway's out. 5:55 p.m. Been out here tending to the animals and their feedings and waterings. I was on my way out, and out from this past structure here came PJ, who was napping, and so I thought to go ahead and treat PJ with some pancakes. This is the closest that we've actually been to each other in quite some time. As you can see by its left ear, this cat in the past was captured, terrorized, tormented, mutilated, and still bears scars on its nose from its ordeal of the trapping. This occurred approximately a year and a half, 2 years ago, I think. Still has the scars on its nose. Terrible, inhumane practice. Very disgusting. And like I said, this is the closest that we've come together in a long time. And basically, this cat had lost its trust in me because of what it had went through, and not on my behalf whatsoever. Are you good? You good, PJ? Apparently so. I was out here earlier and recorded a good half hour worth of content. Most of it being rant material for the most part. I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. Where'd you go? Anyways, well, within a couple of recordings, I think he's following me. Hey PJ, there's more food out here. Anyways, yeah, I was being greeted by many varieties of butterflies and moths. We'll see you later, Wolf. He is quite happy because he got to have some cheesy pancakes. Yeah, the blue jay. Oh, he was just out here. I don't know where it took off to, but it was actually wanting to come in. There you go, PJ. Where you at, Jay? Anyways, there was just a blue jay on this canopy here. And I believe I think I'm hearing them Probably should start talking here at any given point in time. Are you good, PJ? But anyway, so yeah. I don't know. I seem to attract all kinds of wildlife whenever I'm in the woods, or I tend to scare up wildlife whenever I'm in the woods. Wildlife always surrounds me in some capacity. Cicadas. Anyways, yeah, so I'm kind of wandering around right now against my better judgment and thinking that, well, maybe we can get some footage. You're fine. You're all right. You can get some footage of this blue jay that I'm quite certain is one from my past interactions with. Yeah, I could have been out doing a lot of recordings of the sky, but I was really wanting to get a good recording of this yellow and black butterfly. But I don't know. I don't know where it fluttered off to. Um, well, there goes one butterfly. Couldn't really distinguish what color it was. And we've got so many leaves falling out here, sign of the times, and no, not meaning the end time, but yeah, we can say that as far as the end times of our summer season. "6:12 p.m. Well, over the last few minutes I've been playing a game of hide and go seek with this yellow and black butterfly. As well, it tends to hang out within this canopy over feeding station number 2. And so, oh, that's just a yellow leaf falling. Yeah. Um, that's been giving me quite. Oh, no, that's just another leaf that's, well, I think. Oh, there he is. Or it. I gotcha. It's a good sized butterfly. Well, and of course, I can't really get much closer to it because I'm in a lot of black raspberry vines, which has some nice thorns to it. Oh, yeah. Well, we got it. Okay. So, I win. And of course, yeah, I had the black butterflies zipping about me, as well as some other colorful moths. Oh yeah, it's fun. And so yeah, we have done our watering and feeding for tonight. Well, the only one that really seems to be really interested in anything is good old PJ here. Which, hey, awesome. Oh, he did have, a couple other cats that's come up, such as Wolf. Chickens have not been up. I don't know if they've been cooped up today or what the case, or maybe I've just missed them altogether. And once again, yeah, I've got like another half-hour video from earlier where I just started ranting out, and I don't know if I should even post it or not. But I think my time out here is now complete. Might as well go ahead, go up and try to figure out something for myself to eat. I set this up earlier, which I showed my earlier recordings. That's what I used to do for the Blue Jays. I don't know, I might still go ahead and post that. Just shut off the comment section. Because of what I speak, I really don't want any feedback over, and well, I've been getting some decent comments, which I appreciate. But, well, there's times to where I just feel the need to shut down the comment section. Yeah, and I can just imagine who, yeah, that's what I thought. And she has heard me, and as she's having a rough time of it, which of course I explain in my earlier content. At least I think that's, oh no, okay, that's Tarjay that just came bounding across to get something to eat. I don't know who's trying to interfere and all that, but huh. Yeah. Alright. My time out here is done. Whether or not I do any kind of sky observations tonight, I don't know. Just not feeling it. Oh no. Have yourselves a great one. And Skywise out.